Hello, and welcome back to Trails to Azure, Part 11. It will finally be time to do the quests at the start of Chapter 2 for the very first day of this chapter. But I finished collecting the two things here, and now if I need anything else from there, I can get it, but that's all the, non-consumable stuff finished. Now, it's time to head out to Armorica Village to follow Old Armorica Road to catch a monster. But I'll probably not go to Old Armorica Road. I'll probably go here, then run up, and then back down, and then run to Tangram Gate for the quest there. Oh, I have to go to the boathouse for the fishing people. Ugh. I don't really respect the fishing people because it's just kind of... every fishing character is weird. But today will be exploration. Ugh. Bear fights aren't fun, because they just take too long at this stage of the game. It's just faster to delay and then get a bunch of free criticals, but... No, today will be just progressing this chapter, hopefully nice and done, nice and finished after this, the first day of the chapter. But, okay, normal monster chest, that's good. Oh, okay, he does not have evasion. He will arrow sickle, that's not a good one. He'll heat wave. These guys are all gonna walk in. Oh no, they're all gonna cast arts. Never mind. I forgot that these were arts types. This is not gonna go well. Probably my best interest to just attack like back here and just S-break as many people as I can. Because I'm gonna die. Because I'm not gonna get more than one turn. Holy, just bad. Does she have any AoE? No, she doesn't even have anything. I guess I could arrow sickle like two guys. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. I'm gonna have to heal somehow, or just lose. Okay, I thought they were actually doing AoE, but I wasn't paying enough attention, so I'm safe. They can get AoE'd, but these guys have so much speed. Like, they go so fast. Like, they have so many more turns than I do. Despite being slow as molasses. Having great fun. This early game of these games is not awful. And I definitely don't miss being able to actually rely on Holy Bullet to keep my entire team healthy. I might have to use an item to heal her because she can't heal without an art. Because she can't heal herself now because they decided, hey, let's increase the cost and make it so she can't heal herself anymore. Which I think doing both was a poor choice. I actually think just making it so that you can't... so that increasing the cost, but letting her restore some of her own health and CP would have been fine. I think. But it is what it is. Hair makes it easier to run away. If only all Trails fans would stock up on battle scopes. Then they could finally stop arguing about power levels. Which I don't think power level stuff is relevant in these early games as much. Because there are very clear, hey, these people are the top. Whereas it's a little more muddy in the later games because there's some crazy, I don't know, power scaling. Tomato. But yeah, playing the game. Oh, because I didn't miss. They die instantly, but they have a high evasion. Wait, that's going that way? I don't want to do that. Okay. I'm gonna miss a ton of stuff for now. I'm gonna come back maybe in the future running down one of these roads to catch any missing chests. Which maybe I'll regret it, but I doubt it. But yeah, nothing much going on in the game right now. It's nice that there's a bit of a break from constant reading, but the combat is, I think combat's the weakest point of the game. Early game, like, combat can be fun late game when you get options, but when it's just, oh yeah, you can cast single target arts, or you can attack stuff physically, and that's your only really viable options. You know, obviously I could get more arts options already, but get blocked. Like, there's a lot of options that I could go with instead. I could commit to getting a ton of quartz to equip, and then I would have more options probably, but I don't think that really fits the pace of the game. I'm getting a lot of levels, which is good. By a lot, I mean any at all. I figured he was gonna turn. I haven't found a monster yet. I actually totally forgot that I was here hunting a monster. Because it's just attacking stuff every turn right now. Okay. Cool necklace, probably preventing... That doesn't seem like the right order. I feel like I skipped something. Perhaps we ought to meet and discuss this properly. Properly? Is there anything proper about a woman's husband seeking out her true love to discuss their options? Dear, oh dear, the headache he had. Like, I definitely am missing a chest, which actually is a good argument in favor of actually hunting down all the chests in all the paths now that I can go basically everywhere. But I also just don't really... Now isn't the time to run... Oh, I missed it. It's on the... It's right up ahead. Now just isn't really... Doesn't feel like the appropriate time to run through each and every... like, route to catch treasure chests. And so I'm playing the game like I feel like it's most suited. Oh, okay, no, that's the enemy, not a random encounter. Ooh, gross. This is too many enemies. I don't know what they're weak to, cause I don't... Oh, I have information quartz somewhere that I actually should equip on someone. I actually do need to remember that I don't want to use arts on Lloyd if I intend to use, like, to have him evade stuff. Because having him evade, if he's using an art, he can't counterattack. And, like, not being able to counterattack is a definite negative. This is not going to go well. Okay, let's focus on these three. I thought that debuffed, but I guess it doesn't. Let's save that for when I can S-break instead. I think I S-break here. Because otherwise it's gonna go poorly. Oh, he's gonna hit a bunch of them? I mean, he hit one, well, he hit 4, but he killed 1. He could have killed 2 if he'd aimed better, but... She's gonna die, and I don't have a heal there. This should heal in time. I could also use a tear bomb, but I burned through most of those. Gotta love 40% evasion. Evades 0% of the time. Focus this guy. Okay. I need healing. Because she will die if she doesn't heal. Lloyd evading 100% of the time when he can't actually counterattack. Wonderful. Not at all who I meant to target. I wasn't paying attention toward it. Auto-targeted. Okay, they're dead. I really do think the early game... Why does he get level 2 Master Quartz before my other 2 people who've been fighting the entire time? Another craft book. I spy with my little eye. Another craft book. Hey, newbies. Looks like you're up. Well, Noel. Think we can pull it off? Yeah, let's do it. Blue Breaker. You don't need to explain it every time. Silver Brooch. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, these guys explode. He's gonna die. I think I need to heal them more. Actually, no, do I have a craft, right? Stun breaks and it doesn't pull me towards it. It does pull me towards it. I die. But I die and I take damage. There, finally leveled up. I kind of want to swap him onto the space one that seems like it would be better on, like, Tio, who I think I'm eventually going to replace him with. Oh, and this is one of the Elite 4. I'm not talking to them because I can't fight them yet. I'm just going to run the rest of the way to Armorica. Checking for chests. Because I don't want to miss chests on a route that I've already mostly covered. EP charge 2. It was time to eat breakfast. Certainly, he couldn't think up a solution to this conundrum on an empty stomach. He could sit on it. He had hours to do so, and there was work to be done today. I'm pretty sure this is just Armorica right through here. Nope, it's still not Armorica. I'm just gonna zoom through here, avoid fights as best I can. These enemies keep aggro for way too long. So I have to fight them. Otherwise they keep... Oh, I actually saw the rare one. That, at least in the previous game, was like a rare spawn. Oh, that was a full level up. Nice. Because the Sasa Pandas, I think, they're special, so they give a ton of experience. I assume. They don't think I was that close to leveling up. Hero Bomb. We may not have loot boxes around here, but thanks to you, there's yet another looted box. Wonderful. That's a good joke. Okay, not gonna actively... So yeah, they won't let me here. And then this is gonna be a chest. Oh, no chest. It's actually good, because then I don't have to fight these guys. Gotta check over here. Make sure you don't miss anything. Mirage Sepith, always not bad. There used to be there's still a monster chest over here, same as there was in the previous game for some reason. I can get 5 there. 5 there. I think I want to hit these 5. Because she's only going to be able to hit 4. He has... his is a single target. I could have saved and used a combo craft. Oh well. Broad axe is an AoE. And that's the only good AoE he has. I can hit those guys, or I can hit those guys. Let's go there. Okay, I can kill this guy. It's just... I guess more people is worth more. Is Lloyd going really slowly? Did he get slowed somehow? He didn't. Did he get delayed and I wasn't paying attention? Okay, I'm just gonna move up here. That was her first turn, but everyone else had like 2 turns by then. Tried to heal and died. I think they can handle the one in the front. Okay, good. Yeah. Early game combat's a very distinct weakness of this series. Ooh, Swordbreaker, I wonder what that does. Don't forget, you can return the SSS's card to the garage remotely. Just open the state map and press Y. That feels like it's a good way to get people who are playing to like, oh, they're in the middle of exploring. They're like, oh, hey, neat, I'll try it. And then they have to run all the way back anyway. Enemy advantage, yes, I understand that. Do I have any... Oh, I don't have any smoke bombs. What's a burst orb? Huh, neat. Combat. Yes, nothing's really going on while I do all this, so what I can talk about is what's happened so far in the story that's interesting. So it's been revealed... Oh, seemingly confident with his decision, Cyril gave the chest a light but defiant tap on its lid and exited the room. This is the right way to go about it, he thought as he went to rap on Genevieve's door. It is. So then, yeah, what's happened in the story so far? We've met Randolph's cousin and uncle, who were... It took longer than I felt was appropriate for them to make the connection, but they at least made the connection eventually, and they didn't drag it on past the first chapter. Like, they didn't consider, hey, these people have this exact same relatively unique hair color. They didn't make the connection until they were talking to Randy in the car, which I think is a little bit slow, but again, it's... If you aren't aware that it's a story, you don't have like cliches, tropes to draw from that influence your interpretation of events. Like, it's kind of like in any movie where it's like, oh, we, the viewer, know that a character should trust another character. But the only reason we have that solid belief is because we're from an outside perspective. We don't actually... We're not living it. Like, if you're living this... If you were to live within the world of a story, you wouldn't realize you're in the world of story. Kind of like how if our world turned out to be a simulation, we wouldn't know it. Like, it could be that the world's a simulation. It doesn't matter if it was, but like, knowing that fact would influence your interpretation of stuff that happens. It's like, if something gets misplaced, it's like, oh, wait, the simulation messed up, you could say, if you were aware you were in a simulation, though you probably wouldn't, because it wouldn't be the simulation's fault probably if it was able to actually run that well. But talking about simulation, the world being a simulation is kind of a weird... I think it's a meaningless... Well, not meaningless. It's not a very meaningful consideration, because like... Even if the world is a simulation, the world is still just the world. Like, you would still have to live in it, so there's not really much that it would change. Okay, and I have to talk to these nerds. That is a lot of barrels. And it also said no entry. Wait, this is mines? Oh, no, that's just the music they're playing. Why would they play mines music here? I guess for the tone, but I don't really want to talk to these guys. Yeah, he's just nothing. He's gonna be nothing. I'll get our guild sign back up on our building, or die trying. That would be very funny if we come back in a couple days and he's just dead on the ground. It wouldn't be a good plotline, but it would be funny. I'd be doing the branch manager a great disservice otherwise. I really hope this takes 30 seconds tops. Like, I hope this doesn't take more than 30 seconds to go through. Well, hey, you got here quick, Lloyd. The place ain't much, but as you can see... Oh, I can't read. The place ain't much, as you can see, but go ahead and make yourself at home. We're all set up. We've all set up shop, but supplies are scarce, so you'll have to deal with some price hikes. Feel free to take a look either way. Oh, that's all it is? Lovely. He's just here. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy that at some point. Gross. 5,000. At any rate, say hello to the newly relocated Crossbell branch of the Fisherman's Guild. Here's to fishing our heart outs, Lloyd. And that's the end? Lovely. That was quick. That was easy. That was not a pain. I'm happy. I was expecting that to be like a 5-10 minutes of just meaningless dialogue for a plotline that, while I am committed to seeing it through, is not that interesting. I really hate acerbic tomatoes. Their evasion is through the roof. Silver brooch. I really need to check all the items. 15. Why is this one that is further to the east? Ugh. Bows also happened to be where his wife's true love happened to live, as he discovered upon finding the chest before his hotel room door this morning rather than hers. A mistake on the part of its sender. Okay, they sent a chest. Like, who ships a chest to someone? It could just be because it's in a chest, so it's required for the plot, but... Lovely. Closing in on a level. Items. I really wish breaking those gave, like, some guaranteed amount of literally anything. Even, like, 10 Mira would be more interesting than nothing. But story... So far, I don't actually know what happens in the rest of the story. I've spoiled, I think, a potential villain, so I'm not going to worry about that, but... Square officer. I don't know how that got in there. Someone framed me, and they used mahogany to do it. Oh, framed. Good joke. But like, the current story seems like it's gonna be Ouroboros-centric, because we met one of the professor people and Campanella, who is the representative of the Grandmaster, and is there, and he's enforcer number 0. He is the number 1, literally not number 1, he's number 0, but he's the most important, relatively speaking, enforcer. And they are the only one, I think, that actually directly interacts with the Grandmaster. Which means that they are, in as much as anyone knows anything about the Grandmaster, they know the most. I'm pretty sure is the established story. U material. 16 out of 61. Jubilee was a stranger insofar that she and Cyril had never met. He did know of her, but only through the whispers of the staff who attended to him, and, as with Genevieve, he felt deep sympathy for her. I wonder if there's a list somewhere of chests that I've seen. It wouldn't be there. Because reading through this is difficult when it's not in order. I know I have seen 17 already, and like 17, 18, 19 I think I've already seen. But it's hard to read this follow story when you aren't follow. Who was this? I don't know who Tiger Charge was on. Energy Missile. Okay, Tiger Charge might have been on Randy? No, it was on him. Yeah, I should rather have Rising Sun right now. Because I have no consistent AoE. I was checking her. No, it was... What was the Energy Blast? Well, I got distracted. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, maybe... I don't know. I'm bad at reading. Picked up Marbled Steak ×2. Not fighting them. No reason to. There's a chest over here, though. Burn. Don't you dare think about oiling my hinges. Can't you see that I'm the squeaker of the chest ball diet? Wonderful. Good joke. Wonderfully funny. Ugh. Tangram Gate. We don't need these cutscenes, I think. I don't feel they're very beneficial. They just waste 30 seconds. Like, if we didn't speed it up, it would waste even longer. Here we are. Tangram Gate. If I'm not mistaken, this is where you were stationed before joining the SSS, right, Noel? Yeah, it was. This gate is here to guard our border with the Republic. And, as we've established, the new commanding officer here is Deputy Commander Douglas. Good old Duggo, huh? It's been a long while since I last saw him. We shouldn't keep him waiting, then. Don't forget that we have an urgent support request to attend to. Let's make our way to his office on the 2nd floor. Yeah, in terms of support requests, I'm gonna have to visit the tower, which I will do on the way to the doctor is in. So I'm doing this one, then this, then this. And that should be the end of the day. There might be a ton of talking, but... Oh shoot, I left the car. Oh well. I kind of wish I could have the car show up where I am, but... Our new Deputy Commander Douglas is a pretty sociable guy. I'd go so far as to say, he's the shining example of what every guardsman aspires to be. But when it comes to work, he can get pretty strict, demonically strict. Good to see you, Sergeant Major Seeker. Hello, Damon. Is something wrong? Well, no, not wrong per se. Seeing you out of uniform caught me off guard a bit, is all. I mean, the clothes she's wearing are very borderline uniform. Like, that's a very close to a uniform one. A uniform outfit. Oh, that's right. I've never worn this outfit at Tangram Gate before, have I? Sorry about that. I guess it was kind of inconsiderate of me to show up here in my plain clothes. Plain clothes with like a beret that looks like it's for the military. I'm pretty sure it's a beret. Don't apologize. I was just thinking you look really nice. Hold up. Don't tell me Noelle's new little number has got our honorable guardsmen here all hot and bothered. Excuse me? No, of course not. My apologies, Sergeant Major. That was out of line. Please, Randy. It's bad enough when you tease me in the city. Do you have to do it at Tangram too? I talked to this guy, right? He was complaining about Damon. Who's this? That's a new model that we've seen once before. Let's see now. Where is that bus to Crossbell City? Jeez, transfers are so bothersome. Yeah, there's a few new character models that have been included in this game compared to Zero. They're not especially interesting, but they are different. To the east of here is Tangram Hill. It acts as a buffer zone between Crossbell and Calvard. The area sees a regular stream of orbital cars and buses traveling to and fro. It's little wonder. Those kinds of vehicles are even more popular in Calvard than they are in Crossbell. Driving all the way through Tangram Hill has me dog-tired. Suppose I'll go see what kind of grub they've got at the mess hall. Situation normal. Our security arrangements for the trade conference are 100% foolproof. Doubt it. Okay, there's a few people talk. Ooh, car. March on, wild soldier. Is that ease on the barrel? On the barrel? Guard paintwork. Next collection. That's everything here. He's not gonna have everything. It's almost time for Arc-en-Ciel's next big show. Tickets have already begun to sell out everywhere you look. Suppose I'll just have to make peace with not being able to go again. Again. I could rest, but I don't need to, because I'm actually at full HP. The new deputy commander is quite a fascinating fellow. He and Commander Bales are both dependable sorts, but where the latter is cool and collected, he's much more fiery about taking the reins. Either way, it's good to know the CGS still has capable fellows like him up their sleeves. I just want to double check that he doesn't give me any food. No food. No recipe, actually. I run a general store, so I came to Crossbell to stock up on some wares. This state is a crossroads of Zemuria, so the selection is second to none. I can hardly wait to see what I'll find. Munch munch. That's the stuff. We've got a training exercise later, so I have to make sure I get a good meal in. Let's just make sure there's no recipes, so I have to talk to them again. Having talked to people twice for recipes is a pain. Let's check on the top first. Oh, cooking. Earthenware hot pot edition. It's pottering around on the barrel. Tide of plenty, hot pot. How many recipes do I have? I actually have a decent number of recipes so far. Oh, that's just paint job. Well, not paint job, it looks like a sticker, but... My longtime buddy, Brood, is stationed at Belgard Gate over by the Erebonian Empire. His unit finally finished its rehabilitation training. Things were touch and go for a while there, but it's a relief to know he's fully recovered. Okay, I'm gonna distract. This, assuming that's the road, I don't know why it's not the correct width. Because like the road is there, but the road itself kind of goes here. And it's a railway, I assume? Like this, maybe there's supposed to be a bridge here that's, like those are the posts and the bridge is on top. And it's just an underlying structure, so the bridge should actually be like up here. But, I mean, the road's not really well done here. When you look at the light posts clipping through it everywhere. It's not exactly an important part of the game, so it's fine if it doesn't look good. But it's, oh, okay, yeah, because it's just a, can I move in point? Yeah, because it's just a 2D image for most of it. Or at least everything back here is just a 2D image, I think. But anyway. Tangram Hill makes for a beautiful view, stretching out as far as the eye can see. Gazing across it, you'd never know it was home to several historical battles. Nevertheless, I find the scenery utterly captivating. Yeah, no, it's kind of interesting to stare at because of all the stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like the light posts clipping, the road going kind of to nothing, but it's not important, so that's not a big issue. Okay, talking here, nobody here. Anybody here? Who's she? Deputy Commander Douglas was once relegated from the CGF to the Police Academy, where he stayed for a long time. It was Commander Bales who requested that he be reinstated into the Guardian Force. I think she made a wonderful decision. We're all glad to have the Deputy Commander back. Okay, he's in here. Skip him. Ooh. Jumping gears. Holy crap. Is that a Mother Hecking Gagaharv reference? I assume that's an abbreviation. Let's see what that is. It could also just be a general joke, but it is a reference. This is the Gargarv was the... Yes, it's a different Legend of the Legend of Heroes trilogy. Which, like, the Trails series is a sub group of the Legend of Heroes series. And it's kind of weird. So yeah, the Trail series is its own thing. But the Legend of Heroes has had 3 different series. One that is Dragon Slayer or Iseruhasa trilogy. Except it only has 2 games. What the? There's only 2 games in the Isaruhasa trilogy, seemingly. According to the random wiki that I'm choosing to trust. But it's labeled as a trilogy despite there being 2 games. There might be more than that. They might just be a bad wiki. And then there's the Gagarv trilogy. And then there's the Trails universe is what they even call it, because there's already at least 10 games. Like this one, yeah, this wiki doesn't seem to have been updated since 2018 because it only has up until Cold Steel 4. And there's already at least another 2 or 3 games since. So yeah, it's just a reference to an earlier Legend of Heroes series from like the late 90s that it started, at least. There you are. Oh. Why the O? Reporting for duty, Deputy Commander. As you were, Sergeant Major Seeker. How is your transfer to the SSS treating you? I'm learning more and more every day, sir. Haha, glad to hear it. I'm confident your experience with them will prove most useful to you in the future. Keep at it. Noel, would you happen to be... Who do you think is sitting at the desk that the Deputy Commander... in the Deputy Commander's room? Ah, where are my manners? I haven't given you a proper introduction yet. Like, she should be like, Noel, would you care to introduce us? Because, the way she phrased it implies she doesn't know who it is, but she should absolutely know who it is. Or that she isn't confident, but... I'm Douglas, the recently appointed Deputy Commander of the Crossbow Guardian Force. I've heard all about your group from Commander Bales. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleased to meet you too, sir. He certainly looks the part. You seem like you've been holding up pretty well, Duggo. Same to you, Randy. Thank you for your help retraining the guardsmen at Bellegarde Gate. Oh, and Lloyd, it's good to see you again. You've made quite the name for yourself solving that cult incident. It's good to see you too. I was pretty surprised to hear my old instructor had become the new deputy commander. The memories of being put through the ringer by Douglas the Demon came rushing back to me. Hey now, those days are behind me. No sense in bringing up my old nickname. I'm a grown man, it's embarrassing. He must have been a notoriously strict instructor at the police academy to have earned that moniker. At any rate, let's leave the past in the past. I summoned you here today for business, not to catch up. I should have saved before I did this. That's right. Something about a training exercise, right? Precisely. The goal of this exercise is for us, the CGF, to beat some combat sense into you, the SSS. We'll see if you have what it takes to survive through my special program. Wait, the training isn't for the guardsmen, but for us? The guardsmen will gain valuable experience from it too, naturally. I've already hashed it out with the CDPD's top brass. On paper, this is an official joint training exercise. So what you're telling me is we got dragged out here for a combat drill, not a support request. Haha, work is work, wouldn't you say? My men are ready to begin at any time. The only thing we're waiting on is you. I'm gonna wait just a second so I can save. It may be wise for us to use this chance to prepare beforehand then. I would recommend double checking our Enigma 2s. Oh, actually, definitely. Or we could begin immediately if you'd prefer. Which will it be? Get ready first. Sorry, Deputy Commander. Could you give us a little more time? Still need to prepare, do you? Come and speak with me when you're all set, then. Okay. I have plenty of orbments that I do not have equipped. Yeah, like these guys have slots that are just open. Swordbreaker is 15% chance to drop strength by 25%. I actually want that on her. Having that as an AoE would be pretty good. Let's put that in its own chain. I want to keep the evade on him. Well, actually, I should switch this for... Nope. This is the one I want for Tio. So actually, I could equip this to give a bunch of HP and arts. You know, that gives it... No, platinum. Yeah, platinum is better defense. I think for now I'll stick with Crow, but I should consider swapping this out for platinum. I could swap Seal for Burn, but Seal is actually probably better. And I don't have better stuff to equip there. I could get Wind, but I don't really need it. I want the Information Quartz on someone. Does anyone... She has a bunch of those. She could use it, probably. EP1, EP Cut 1 is not the best, but I don't really have better options. I mean, swapping it for HP is probably worth it. Giving him... hits? No, actually, giving her hits actually pretty good. I should swap shield and defense. Because I really should have all the water ones in one place and all the wind ones in one place. Yeah, let's have a bunch of wind in this. That's pretty good. Oh, she can have a mind too. I could put range on someone, but I'd rather keep... I almost would rather have range than... Oh, that's arts effect range. That probably doesn't apply to her shooting, so that's not what I want. I think putting Seal on her would be pretty good instead of Poison. But Poison gives 2 Earth, so that's probably better. Everyone's close enough to full HP. Save, and... Oh, actually, what does Randy have equipped? Because he might have stuff I can use. He does not have stuff I can use. Ready when you are, shall we begin? Begin the exercise. We're ready to go. Excellent. Oh, and Sergeant Major Seeker, I don't want you to see you holding back against your fellow guardsmen. Understood. Considering she has, like, machine pistols or submachine guns, that's a little iffy. Facing off with your old comrades might teach you a thing or two. Sir, yes, sir. We'll start at once then. Meet me in the parking lot outside, special support section. What kind of, like, training grounds is the parking lot? They should have better grounds than this, but... Now, let us begin the Douglas Method training program. Are both sides ready? We guardsmen are prepared, sir. Same goes for the special support section. Very good. The rules are as follows. In the upcoming fight, the SSS is prohibited from utilizing arts of any kind. Woof. That's rude. But wait a moment. Only we're not allowed to use arts? Doesn't that put us at a major disadvantage? So this is the Douglas method I've heard so much about. Indeed. This exercise is meant to test your prowess at fighting under adverse conditions. Ripping you out of your comfort zones, I aim to teach you to adapt to the unexpected. Except it doesn't really work at this stage of the game, because arts are pretty mediocre early, so it's not really much of a handicap. I'm starting to understand why they call this man a demon. This should spice things up at least. I suppose we don't have any choice but to comply. No more comments, I take it? In that case, everyone, to your positions. Sir, yes, sir. Our opponents are trained guardsmen, and to make matters worse, we can't use any arts. Stay sharp, SSS. We'll find a way out to overcome this hurdle. At least it's balanced on numbers, 5v5, even though technically Randy isn't really fighting. Understood. Begin. But yeah, it's at least a 5v5, sort of. I guess I'll have him focus this guy. It's kind of not a compelling fight, especially since they aren't grouping up in a way that's, like, abusable. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to heal. Like, healing's gonna be an absolute nightmare. Kill Shooty Boy. Come on, give me the strength debuff. He doesn't have an impede, does he? He does. Oh, and it got that applied instantly. Having so much fun. You know what? She's just gonna move. Oh, she can't move because she's slow. Well, she can move, but she can't move very far in the direction I wanted to move. You know what? Let's just... And they don't stay in AoE, so I can't AoE them. Yes, kill him, and then just kill that guy, hopefully. I need to get more healing done. I could have impeded there, but I messed up. Ah. Time for garbage, because I'm gonna get shot once and it's gonna insta-kill me from half health. I can't use it from this far. Yeah, no, she's too slow. And she can't move and shoot. Such an interesting fight. It was so fun. Enough. Gah, not bad. Even without arts, you guys are pretty tough. We managed to survive that one. There have been instances in the past where I ran out of EP in the middle of battle, almost always because you don't have a lot of EP. But not being able to use arts from the start is a true challenge. I wonder if this is how those Liberalians felt during the orbital shutdown phenomenon a little over a year ago. You've managed to clear stage 1 of the Douglas method. Moving onward to stage 2, you will now have to fight without using crafts. Garbage. You're telling me there's more? And now we can't even use crafts? Oh, I'm sure the storied SSS can figure out some way to manage. Consider this another opportunity to gain valuable experience. Now buck up and take a crack at it. This is taking things a little too far, Deputy Commander. Time for item abuse. Alright, guardsmen. Up and at 'em. Both squads prepare for combat. Yes, sir. If they don't heal me for this, I'm just going to consume all my items to heal. Not being able to use crafts is going to be rough. We can use arts to our advantage this time. Now I can use arts, but what's the point? Let's combine them with our regular attacks and pull through. I still don't have AoE healing though. Good thinking. Begin. It's very not interesting that they get full healed and I start at basically dead. And I don't have much by way of options. And they don't clump up, so AoE is worthless. Fun. Yes, it's item time. Yeah, I guess I'll heal herself. She has arts. Oh, breath. Hopefully it can go off fast enough before I die. 1300 damage from a burn. What? Ooh, Calamity Edge is pretty good. How does that not hit him, right? Like, right? It went through his... Okay, it was just broken. Yeah, how does that... That should hit. Whatever. I need to hit more than one. If I only hit one, it's kind of a waste. Let's aim here. Good, they're still in line. I'm gonna die though. I mean, he's not dead. But I targeted him, so he's not gonna get the central healing. But I hit 3 people and maybe they all get KO'd. Nope, they're immune to KO. Oh, such fun combat design. Having a great time with this. It's definitely fun to be limited in what you can use when you can already barely use anything. Okay, I'm gonna put it on her. No, I can't. I need to heal literally everyone. Okay, he is going to heat wave. What a fun fight. It was so interesting to do. I definitely don't think this was incredibly uninteresting. He needs to heal the most. And he gets a critical. Yeah. I kind of wish they did these events later in the game, so that it would be more interesting, so you'd have more options, instead of doing them like start of the game when you barely have any like meaningful like fighting options. Like you don't have good options. Like, oh hey, we take away arts, we take away crafts, but half the time you just do normal attacks anyway at this stage of the game. At least I do. Enough. Huh? Are they for real? How are they this strong? Phew, that was just as tough as I imagined it'd be. You're right. It made me appreciate just how important crafts are when it comes to combat. The important parts that we got threw them in one piece. Please don't be in a third part. Please don't be in a third part where both are banned. So, how was that, you hard ass? Impressive, actually. It seems you've become quite a fighter, Orlando. That being the case, you should have no qualms with moving on to stage 3 of the Douglas method. Fight me. On your feet, guardsmen. Assume final training positions. Sir, yes, sir. He doesn't mean. Are we about to find out how you earned that nickname? Douglas the Demon. If he really is CGF's strongest guardsman, then we're in for a heck of a fight. Be careful, everyone. We can't afford to let our guards down for even an instant. Haha, you've really grown into your leadership role, haven't you, Lloyd? That's what I like to see. Now, let us conclude our training program with one last cumulative assessment. Use everything at your disposal and bring me to my knees. If you can, that is. Now you're speaking my language. He's not even in the fight. Here we come. I'm just gonna have to heal instantly, because the game is balanced around them getting free healing. Ooh, napalm is a war crime, because napalm sticks to skin and is like very messed up. I'll just aim it there. I don't know how they're gonna move. Do I broadaxe? I don't think I broadaxe. I think I target this guy. Wonderful, they all stayed in AoE. Do I have any good AoE? Ooh, I could do that, but they're not going to be affected. That's probably better, but... Broadaxe, like, here, keeping stuff in the AoE. I should use combo crafts. Combo crafts is what they're called. This Gorgon Breath spam is going to ruin me. Okay. Does she have good arts? She does have a few good ones, but combo crafts are probably better. Hit all 4 of them. Big hit. Killed 2. I think healing might be worth it. Yeah, so I cast it on him and he can move into space to give it over to our friend over there. Now he can move right here. And they're all full health. Aerial. He's just gonna fight in front while... I guess I'll do this to knock this guy out a bit better. You know, let's just kill this guy. Just shoot him in the back. The Gorgon's Breath spam is pretty annoying. Yeah, let's just kill Shooty Boy. But I need to heal. I'm out of money, and by money I mean EP. He's gonna die right here. Or he misses, so I'm not dead. He's immune to everything. He just buffed him for some reason instead of beating my guys up. She needs it more. Because she probably dies on her turn if she doesn't heal. Okay, you're moving over here. Lethal. Move up. Can she shoot? Okay. I mean, as long as he just spams that, I'll be fine, but... Keep him in a corner. You beat him up. Okay, he's dead. And no more art spam. can't AoE heal. Who needs it more? Probably him is my feeling. I think he is about to die if he doesn't heal. Because he's going to take like... Yeah, he took 1300 from fire damage, which is obscene. Okay. How much... He might die? He's not going to die. He needs to heal himself with an item again. EP charge 2 Spirit Breaker. It's a Dota 2 hero. Maybe it's a Dota 1 hero. I don't know Dota 1 at all. But I assume it's a Dota 2 hero. Well, it is a Dota 2 hero, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Dota 1 hero. We did it! That's impossible. Even the deputy commander couldn't beat them? Good. Good effort. The hell? He looks like we barely made a dent in him. You're as tough as ever, Duggo. Oh, I'll be feeling it tomorrow. Don't you worry. The only upper hand I've ever truly had in battle is my stamina. How modest of you. Too modest, Deputy Commander. I'd tip my hat, if I had one. Regardless, this officially concludes our training program. Back to your posts, guardsmen. Yes, sir. Good work, SSS. You've done well. But let's not loiter around here. We can continue our conversation back at my office. Right. That's a waste of time. We walk here to talk and then we have to walk all the way back out. Let's just finish the conversation there and then leave. Thank you again for agreeing. I didn't read it. Thank you again for agreeing to our training exercise. I think the guardsmen gained a lot of valuable experience today. It was a pleasure, Deputy Commander. Damn though, Duggo. You sure haven't softened up with age. Softened up with age? I don't think I know how to read. That took me back to the beatdown you gave me during my first training exercise. I can tell you've been making strides since then, Orlando. You've even mastered the stun halberd tricks I taught you. Sure have. Now they've been incorporated into the Randy School of Hard Knocks, complete with extra style and flair. So, the Deputy Commander was the one who taught you how to use a stun halberd. You must owe him quite a lot, Randy. Well, Orlando here refused to wield a rifle, so I decided to focus his training elsewhere. It paid off. He was able to make a name for himself at Bellegarde with just a stun halberd. The former commander didn't take too kindly to that, though. As a matter of fact, he despised you for it. You know how it is. Rules and I have never mixed well. Luckily, the SSS is way more my speed, so the transfer worked out. And we have the Deputy Commander here to thank for that, for better or worse. Sounds like shipping you off to the police academy was a real fatal case of mismanagement. The only reason it happened was because the former commander was in charge, up until his dismissal after the cult incident. The fact that the guardsmen had so much trust and respect for Deputy Commander Douglas probably didn't help matters. There's no need to talk me up, though I'm inclined to agree that he saw me as an eyesore. After I moved to the police academy, I focused on nurturing talented young people who could reform our corrupt organization. In retrospect, maybe all of it turned out for the best. I was able to make an impact on future guardsmen and police officers before they could be tainted by the system. That's fair, but I still think you were way too strict back then. You even made Franz cry a few times. Haha, I nearly forgot about that. Wouldn't you say it was worth it in the end, though? Anyway, a lot happened since those days, and one way or another, I'm back with the CGF. That makes us colleagues working together to protect the future of Crossbell State. Indeed it does. We'll have to make sure that we can pull our weight. The SSS still has much to learn, so your patience is very much appreciated. There is no need to be modest. All of you are more than capable enough. You've been doing a stellar job of making old Sergei's crazy idea pay off, I'd say. Old Sergei? You've met our chief. Met him? A bit more than that. I owe a lot to him and Sonia for everything they've done for me in the past. The least I could do was help set them up before they got married. Married? I already spoiled this for myself. Commander Bales and Chief Sergei? Well, this is a twist. Whoa, back up a sec. You can't just drop a bombshell like that out of nowhere. Did they never tell you? Then again, it has been about 5 years since the divorce. Those were busy times. Sergei was demoted around the same time Sonia moved up. Now I'm starting to get it. They hit the kind of rough patch only two married professionals can have. Commander Bales was... I had no idea. I always did get sort of a weird vibe whenever they were around each other. Guess this solves that mystery. Would you all get it together? Seriously, have some respect. I can't blame them for being curious, though. Maybe I shouldn't have let that one slip. Just so we're clear, you didn't hear any of this from me. Better yet, you never heard any of it at all. Ahem. In any case, thank you for your participation today. I'll put in another request if I think of any more ways we can collaborate. Sure, we'll be looking forward to it. And that's the end of that. This quest and exploring the road took much longer than I expected. So I'll just head back to Crossbow City and end there, because it will definitely take more than a half hour to do the rest of the day. And that will extend beyond my intended time frame in order to minimize burning out on the game too much. Because these games, it's very easy to burn out on these. Because they're kind of just a lot of text, and for the longest part of the game, mediocre combat. Because the combat system is fun when you eventually get a lot of choices, as I've been saying constantly. But until you actually have those choices that you can make, it kind of, is just kind of a struggle to play before that. But I've decided I'm going to wait just outside Stargazer Tower, just outside of Stargazer Tower, and that's where I will stop for today. Though, I'll shoot. Oh, I don't have any smoke bombs, they'll be faster to fight. Why is Randy here? Why did Randy get equipped? Why did they force Randy into my party? He hits hard, so that's good, but why is Randy in my party? I guess I could swap him for Randy if they want. Wait, but he's not in my party. So if I get ambushed, it changes the party formation? That's cool. Celestial Bomb. You pick up an invitation for a fighting game, but put it down so you can focus on support requests. I'm pretty sure there's a Is and maybe Trails series fighting game. U material. 20 out of 61. Yet, he paused his raised hand. Suddenly, the conundrum grew twice greater in his mind. It's not. I know it's not. Confound it all. I think going down upwards instead of downwards was the wrong choice. Shoot, I got stuck. They tricked me. They tricked me. Oops. You can't button mash. In this scenario, wasted an item. Because I was button mashing. It's my own fault. I mean, it isn't. It really shouldn't default to item consumption, but I also shouldn't button mash. I'm gonna collect the stuff along the way. Like, early game combat's just so boring. I shouldn't be complaining, but the combat is definitively the weakest part of these games. Because... Okay, what's down here? Okay, there's an... You know what? I'm gonna do this later. I'm just gonna stop just outside and come back tomorrow. Let's just stop here. But here's where I'm stopping for today, because otherwise it will almost certainly run long, and I do not want that. So have a nice day. Bye bye.